Parents, what is the worst thing you've ever told your child? When my daughter Lily was 9, she started skipping meals. At first, I thought it was just a picky phase. Kids do that, right? But it didn't stop. She'd push food around her plate, tell me she ate at school, say she wasn't hungry. Then I caught her flushing her lunch down the toilet. That's when I knew something was wrong. I sat her down and asked what was going on. She didn't want to tell me at first, but eventually she whispered, "If I eat less, we'll have more food for Jack." Jack is her little brother, 4 years old, autistic, and nonverbal. He needed special therapy, medications, dietary plans, all of it expensive. Insurance barely covered the essentials. I worked 2 jobs. My husband picked up night shifts. But even then, there were nights we ate cereal for dinner. I guess Lily noticed. Kids always notice more than you think. She told me she overheard us talking one night about how we might have to sell the house, move into a trailer, pull Jack out of private therapy. So she started her own solution, saving food for her brother. I told her she didn't have to do that. I told her it was our job, not hers. But she shook her head. "I'm the big sister. I can help too." Then one day, she came home from school with a manila envelope full of money. $86 in cash, all small bills and coins. I asked where she got it. She said, "I made bracelets and sold them to the kids at school. I told them it was for Jack's medicine." I wanted to be proud, but I was horrified. She was doing all of this in silence, believing she had to starve herself to keep our family afloat. Then came the worst moment. I told her she was going to start eating again, that it wasn't her job to sacrifice, and she looked me in the eyes and asked, "So, does that mean we'll let Jack go instead?" I broke. I just broke. And I told her the worst thing I've ever said to my child. I said, "I don't know," because at that point, I really didn't. That night, I called my estranged sister, the one I hadn't spoken to in 6 years because of a falling out over something stupid. I begged for help, told her everything. She came the next morning, took us all in, covered Jack's therapy, made Lily pancakes. Now, every time I tuck my daughter into bed, I remind her, "You are not responsible for fixing everything," and I hope one day she believes me.